Welcome back to SportsZone. I'm your host, Lucero, and we're going to continue with March Madness and talk about the women's bracket. Joining me to talk about it, Carson, Starke, and Miguel, Flores. And guys, the women's bracket it's been exciting this year, and this is one where we don't see as many upsets, as the men's, but there have been some powerhouses, and I mean, I feel like it's redundant, but I don't know where else to start but UConn. They have just been absolutely incredible in this tournament. The duo of AZ Fudd and Sarah Strong have just willed them to victories, and it just hasn't even been close. UConn will take on North Carolina in their Sweet 16 matchup. Carson, what are you looking to see in this one?
I'm looking to see more of the same from UConn as we've seen in the first two rounds of women's. Like you said, they're just so dominant, and they've been dominant for a very long time. I was making the argument pre-show that they might be the most dominant sports program in all of the NCAA. They just win by so much. They play to their identity. They score the ball. They're really star heavy, but also the surrounding cast does a good job of helping those stars. And North Carolina, no slack to them. They've been a really good team all year, but UConn's just too dominant, so I expect to see more of the same.
Yeah, it's been interesting. UConn has beat some really, really good teams.
Miguel, a lot of points.
What do you think North Carolina has to do to stay in this one?
Can they do anything? I hate to piggyback and go back to UConn, but if you looked up dominant, UConn women's basketball would show up.
Yep.
I mean,
Gino Auriemma, that's his picture.
UConn has had some times where they've had a little bit of turnover issues, and they kind of get, I don't want to say complacent. I think if UNC is able to go in and capitalize off those issues, then we can maybe see something, but you still have to stop Sarah Strong.
Yes.
You still have to stop AZ Fudd. I mean, that's one of the best 1-2 punches I've ever seen. So.
Yeah, AZ Fudd has been looking like Paige Beckers. I mean, putting up almost identical numbers to Paige last year, and it just feels like this tradition of dominance is just continuing at UConn. It's going to be exciting to watch, but sticking in this region, Notre Dame and Vanderbilt, a very interesting one. I was happy that I predicted this entire region. I had Notre Dame advancing here. They got a little bit of an upset over Ohio State. I just think that behind Hannah Hidalgo, they've really put on some good performances, and this is going to be a tough one against Vanderbilt. But I have Notre Dame moving on once again. Carson, what are you looking to see in this game?
I think we're seeing a great matchup between Hannah Hidalgo and Michaela Blakes. Because Michaela Blakes is averaging 27 points and shooting 36% from the line.
Yes.
That's a lot of points. And that's a lot of scoring. That's a lot of good basketball being played. And, of course, Hannah, she's incredible for Notre Dame. And that's another team that has had a lot of success in past tournaments, going back to the days with Enrique Ngumawale, who was once a Dallas Wing. So. Is she still a Dallas Wing?
Yes.
She is still a Dallas Wing. I'm sorry. But that would be a great game, man. I think whenever you have a matchup like that, it's instantly going to bring eyes to the screen. It's something that I honestly will be tuned into. I think Vanderbilt will end up coming out on top. I think their help from the start, or their role player help is a little bit better than Notre Dame, but it'll be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, definitely fair. What are you looking to see in this one, Miguel?
I'm following up with Carson here. I think Vandy's going to get the win.
Okay.
Both teams have had defensive issues at times during the season, but this will be a shooter showcase. Hannah Hidalgo and Michaela Blake are top 3 scorers in the nation right now, and they're just so dominant and fun to watch. But I do think Vandy does have the edge here. So
Okay. All right. It's going to be a great one to tune into, but I want to move on to South Carolina and Oklahoma. I had Michigan State in this one. I'll be honest, missed that one. But, Miguel, I know you're pretty high on OU. Do you think they could make some noise against the 1 seed?
All right. I hate to bring up regular season, especially in March, but OU did get the upset. It was an overtime win. But, like I said, this is March. OU was at home. They're a young team. Aaliyah Chavez is a baller, but you have to stop that great South Carolina defense. I don't think they'll be able to do it. This is a regional showcase, and I'm going with South Carolina, but things could get shaky. I think if OU could come out loud and fast, then we could see something.
All right.
I don't totally disagree. I also have South Carolina, but OU's, I think people are kind of underrating with the buzz around this matchup right here. I think everybody's thinking, like I mentioned with UConn as well, Notre Dame, the past experience and how South Carolina has been good for so long with great coaching and everything like that. OU's been playing pretty good basketball, and Miguel, you mentioned that they beat them in the regular season, or they played them tough. So that'll be very interesting, but I actually look for an X factor for South Carolina being Medina Okot, who averages a double-double. So whenever you can establish the rebounds, you can really limit second chance opportunities for the other team. That's what really gets your team going into your set and playing efficient basketball. So that's why I go South Carolina. But like Miguel mentioned, don't count out the seniors too much. They'll put up a good fight.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. South Carolina, another one of these just dominant women's programs. It's going to be tough, but yeah, don't write off OU. We'll have to watch. This one, though, TCU and Virginia, the 10 seed. I said we don't usually see upsets. We saw it here. A huge win for Virginia over Iowa. They won 83-75 in a bit of a shocker, really. Virginia has managed to get all the way here, but TCU is another team I'm really high on. Carson, what are you looking to see in this game?
I think I've had some bias towards TCU because, DFW, I have a coach over there on the men's side that coached me in high school and everything like that. TCU, and also it helps that they're at home. They're playing in their own arena, and those Horned Frog fans really get after it. Virginia with a great upset. I think it was cute. It was awesome, but I like TCU. I like TCU in this one. I got a chance to actually tour the TCU basketball facility, and I'm looking at the heights of the teams. The girls are huge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I know that Virginia has some height as well, but TCU's been playing great basketball all along, and I think having that extra support in Fort Worth, Texas, where they play, as opposed to Donkey, Virginia. I don't know. Sorry, no disrespect to the Cavaliers. I don't know where they play at. But in this one, I don't really have too much analysis on it. I just like TCU being at home. I like the basketball they've been playing all year, and I like them actually beating South Carolina next round.
Okay, wow. TCU has really been on the come up as a basketball program. I think their women's team, and especially their coaching, has just been really, really strong over the last few years. It was one of the reasons Haley Van Lith decided to transfer over there, and it just feels like that legacy has continued. It's going to be a really good matchup here, but Virginia, as we said, a 10 seed in the Sweet 16, do not normally see this. Miguel, do you think they can make any more noise?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't even take into account the regional factor, so I think TCU definitely has an advantage there. But also, if they do want to win, Virginia is going to have to come out firing, because there's been times where during the season they're like a slow starter, and TCU has defensive lapses. But if you can get out quick firing on offense, maybe there's a chance. But I am going with TCU in this one.
Okay, it's going to be interesting. I want to move over to UCLA. And this is another very interesting one, because with UCLA, I just feel like they've also been very dominant throughout the regular season and throughout the tournament. I hate to go with all the 1 seeds here, but it just feels like
it's hard not to.
It's hard not
It's
to,
very
and
hard
it just
not
feels
to.
like they've once again just been really strong. What are you looking to see in this one, Miguel?
Lauren Betts, she's so awesome to watch. She's just great. UCLA has been fun to watch all year. I'm looking for a dominant performance over Minnesota. Don't get me wrong, they're a good team. These teams have also faced in the regular season. UCLA took care of business. Minnesota has not looked good against any top-ranked team. So I'm going to stick with UCLA here. It's going to be dominant, and I think it's going to be quick and easy.
Yeah, Minnesota, a team I had getting here, but I've always felt this is exactly where the road ends. Carson, do you agree, or do you think they can make something happen?
I agree. Minnesota, like I said with OU, is a team that you don't want to necessarily just ride off automatically. And I think I want to agree with what Miguel said about the last game. If you can start off strong, you can throw that first punch, maybe cause the first time out, play fast, play efficiently, you have a chance. But this UCLA team has just been so good all year. They're shooting nearly 38% as a team from the three-point line. And I think I mentioned this on Saturday on Mean Green Mania, how important it is to be able to knock down threes and be able to put pressure in your defense, because once you knock down threes, it really forces them to come out, and you can really get the ball inside and start playing UCLA Bruin basketball. So for those reasons, I have UCLA. But again, I want to give credit to that Minnesota Gophers team. They've been playing great ball all year.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about 1 seeds, but 1-2 seed that a lot of people are really high on is LSU. They'll be taking on the 3-seeded Duke. LSU's been really impressive throughout the season as well. Definitely one of the stronger of the 2 seeds. I know it sounds like 2 is still really high, but I just really think that they could make some noise. Duke, LSU, what are you looking to see in this one, Miguel?
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be a closer matchup. 2 and 3, it's going to be a fun one to watch. LSU has been here. We've seen them win a national championship in recent years. They're very talented. Flores Johnson is awesome to watch. So I think LSU is going to take the win in this one, but also don't count Duke out. They've had some injury issues recently, so maybe that's kind of why I'm doubting them, but I'm going to go with LSU here pretty heavily.
Okay. And now just keep moving down. We have Texas, and Texas is a team that is very big, very physical, and it's going to be really exciting to see what they can do in this matchup against Kentucky. I'm a big fan of this team. Carson, what are you looking to see in this one?
I'm looking to see Madison Booker. She's
Yes.
been great all year. She was good last year. She was a great player in high school, and just greatness prevails. So Kentucky's actually been playing pretty good basketball. I think they kind of get overshadowed by their men's program a lot of the time,
Yes.
rightfully so, with the legacy that they have. But the Kentucky women's basketball team plays good. I feel like we're getting credit to a lot of girls' teams this year, because it's been a great year of basketball, not only for the men's side, but for the women's side as well. But Madison Booker, as well as Rory Harmon, is going to be some of the X factors for Texas, and they've been leading on those girls all year, and I think they'll continue to do so. I think that'll result in a Longhorn win.
Okay. Miguel, what are you looking to see in this matchup?
I agree, man. I want to say something. It'd be great to be a Texas fan right now. They are rolling in all
Every
cylinders.
sport.
Exactly. And this women's team is no exception. They're also doing really good. They're playing well. And I'm not really down them here. I think Texas is going to go in. It's going to take a win. They're in Texas. They're definitely going to have an advantage.
That's true.
I'm going with UT here.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Big shout out Sarah Graves. You probably don't know her name. She's kind of the self-proclaimed personality hire of Texas. Doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, but goes in at the end and provides a spark for this team. She's kind of an X factor, and I really think it's gonna play a part. I think Texas moves on and gets this one. One more matchup: Louisville and Michigan. Another exciting one is Michigan, another team just dominant in both men's and women's. Louisville has been interesting as well. It's a tough one. I have Michigan in this one. What are you looking to see in this, Carson?
I'm looking to see Michigan-style defense. This is another one where I look over to the men's program a little bit and just the basketball identity that's up there in Ann Arbor. Their defense is just phenomenal. They also have some really good scorers on their offensive end with Olivia Olson, who's a guard who gets out there. She doesn't shoot the ball the best from the three-point line, but she does a good job of facilitating to get her teammates involved. Not that the assist levels aren't as high as you may expect, but just her ability to draw attention from the defense and then getting the ball inside and things like that. And then, like I said, I just look for their defense to overpower Louisville. But once again, don't count out Louisville. If they get up to a fast start, they might have a chance.
Yeah, it's always tight. You know, when you look at a 2 and a 3, you can never count anyone out. Miguel, who are you looking for in this matchup?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say sorry to people who are watching because there's not a lot of diversity here. I'm going Michigan as well. I mean, they look really good. Both these teams have had times where they go through turnover issues, especially Louisville in key moments. So if Michigan's able to go in and capitalize off that and play solid defense throughout, because there are times where they lack, I think Michigan's going to have this one pretty easily. But Louisville will put up a fight. It will be a close game.
Yeah, lots of great games. Make sure to check out the rest of the men's ones tonight, and then the women's starting Sweet 16 tomorrow. It's going to be exciting to continue to watch March, but we're going to move over to the ice and talk some Dallas Stars hockey coming up next.